Thank you for joining the Syndicate Network and your host, Skywalker the Jedi. Skywalker the Jedi.
Yo, 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 it is your boy Skywalker back at y'all with another one. Man, y'all could be anywhere else in the world right now, but you're here with me rocking out, and I appreciate that. Much love, y'all. Much love, you dig? We about to get to it. We about to have a wonderful discussion, and I'm about to react to this video. This should be a great time, right? You're gonna have a great discussion while I react to this video. We about to break it down. We're gonna get to it. I'm gonna let y'all know now. I may have some problems bringing up you guys' chats and super chats and stuff on screen, so just bear with me. You know, we got some chat issues today. You know what I mean? But shout out to all y'all. Thanks to the Syndicate Network for being here, rocking out. But y'all already know, man, this Netflix news got these people in shambles, y'all. They scrambling, they running for the hills, bruh. They are running for the hills, right? Running for the hills, bruh. This should be a great conversation. You know what I mean? Want to say shouts out to all y'all. Yo, shout out to the Syndicate Network. You know what I mean? 1 second, you dig? Hold up. Where'd the chat go? Here we go. What's going on, Sin Havoc? What's going on, Douglas Murphy? What's going on, Mysterious Stranger? Ray, Zubair, Apex Lux. You know what I mean? Shout out to y'all, the Syndicate Network and its colleagues. let's go ahead and get through this opening little rigmarole so we can get started with the show. We are on the road to 5K. Make sure you guys are smashing that like, share, and subscribe. You know what I mean? All that good stuff. Hitting that notification bell so you know when I'm going live. Because sometimes it might be random. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it might just be random. You know what I mean? Might just be spur of the moment. I have time to pop up, have these conversations with y'all, and get ghosts. You know what I'm saying? We get ghosts. Should be dope. Y'all already know about the hashtags and why we here, man. I ain't about to go through all that. Y'all already know we the creators, founders, originators, the ones that made it cool, the ones that never wavered, right? Y'all already know about the ROEs, about being positive, not mixing the hashtags, not tagging anybody over at WBD, right? Y'all already know about ZSJL to Netflix on X and YouTube, you know what I mean? And y'all already know about how to sponsor a stream like the homie The Good Austin did, right? All that good stuff, man. It's tallied up, and you'll have your name scrolling across the bottom with all super chats, all super thanks. You know what I mean? All that good stuff. What's going on, Jalen P? Right? Yeah. Let's get to it. Hold on. Let's go ahead and hold on. I'm gonna hit y'all with this, and I'll be right back.
Hey, zero.
The dopest, flyest, OG pimp, hustler, gangster, player, hardcore motherfucker living today. To be honest, I am totally and completely on his dick.
Probably asleep right now, but you know, she on it.
Yeah. Taking a break with the cool table. He said, we got Jalen P saying, what's good, Sky? Been taking a break from this stuff the last week or two. I see I've missed a lot. Oh, yes, you've missed a lot. You've missed a lot. You've missed quite a bit, but it's fine because I got streams that'll walk you through the entire thing. So all you got to do is get caught up with the streams and you should be good. You know what I mean? You should be straight. You should be straight. He said the founding fathers, right? We got said if the Snyderverse return is announced, I want to see the Campia crash out. Oh no, it's gonna happen. It ain't even an if. Right? The crash outs are like coming, and it's fine, right? Because you got to think, right, about who's been behind this stuff, right? If you've seen, especially since 2018, a lot of them shifted their tone because they knew about this gun stuff coming. They knew James Gunn was going to be doing this Superman movie. They knew he was going to be coming to DC and that they was going to, try to make this whole little wacky thing work. And a lot of them shifted their rhetoric around 2018, and I mean, especially, right? Because they were always kind of anti-Zach or whatever, but it really ramped up in 2018, and it ended up being from all of these platforms and people that were going to end up supporting James Gunn. That's not something that I'm making up. That's not something that is like a conspiracy or anything like that. It's literally what happened, right? It's literally what happened. Like, I don't know how else to put it, right? But yeah, we're gonna get to this. The crash outs are gonna come, and it's fine. When Netflix buys WBD, the crash outs are gonna come, right? And that's when it's over, man. Look, bruh. Y'all think it's bad now, bruh. Y'all think it's bad now. But hey, it is what it is though, right? Let's go ahead and let's start reacting to this because I have not seen any of this video. Not 1 second. I ain't heard him say nothing. I've heard that apparently homies on here fear mongering, and I'm hearing that the haters is in shambles. So I'm gonna just watch this thing right along with the rest of y'all, and we're gonna break it down. You know, ain't even really much to talk about, so that's why we here. That's why we are here. We are here breaking down the fear mongering about Netflix purchasing WBD, right? Which we've been saying was gonna happen. Bro, how many times have I said that they could just buy the whole fucking company? How many times? How many times have I said that they could buy the whole company? I don't know, you know. But we're gonna get to it. Is the homie Apex Lux that appreciates your founding fathers for sure. Right, but let's go ahead and let's get going because I'm interested in what Crash Out Cambia got to say.
It looks like Netflix is getting into the bidding war for Warner Brothers. Now, you guys remember we talked about this last week. News dropped like a bomb that Paramount, now under control of Ellison, and
you know what's funny? The Netflix news came out the next day. Why is he just talking about this now? He said, yeah, last week we talked about the Paramount deal going through. This came out the very next day. The very next day. That's interesting. But hey, he ain't said nothing. We just 15 seconds in. Let me give him a chance to open up and really, you know, get his talking points out there.
His Skydance company has put together a bid to actually buy Warner Brothers and buy them outright. Not just half of it, because, Warner Brothers has announced they're going to be splitting into two separate companies, one for broadcast television, one for the movie studio and HBO Max. Well, they want to buy the whole damn thing. Well, now, according to...
which also goes against that narrative that some tried to put out there, that they even had to walk back saying, yeah, I think that they're going to try to purchase DC so that Paramount can... so that they can help Paramount. They're going to purchase DC because it's going to help Paramount. Okay. Got it.
The trade newsletter, Puck, probably the most popular one in the business. They're now saying that they have sources telling them that Netflix is in fact preparing.
Oh my God. I'm sorry that I got to keep stopping this. You know what's funny? This Puck news thing, that was already out there. Nobody talked about it until after who talked about it. Bruh, all y'all watch my channel, dog. I know y'all do, bro. And it's fine. Because you want to know something? I don't watch any of you guys. All y'all watch me, but I don't watch any of you guys. Nobody talked about that Puck shit. But you want to know what it shows me? It shows me that unless we cover this stuff, nobody's going to talk about it. Unless we're the ones being the tip of the spear and at the forefront of these conversations, they're not going to happen. Because everybody else is just going to let the information go by and not cover it, right? This Netflix bid been out there since last week. And bro, I've been doing streams all week. Hold on, man. When did I first... Right? Bruh, I've been talking about it since the 12th. It's the 20th. That was 8 days ago. That was 8, yo. Sells the SJL bombshell. Netflix wants to buy WBD and DC on September 12th, 2025. I'm sitting here looking at the video right now. It has 98 likes, by the way. Y'all be sure to go smash that like button, right? But this came out on September 12th. This is a week later. Yeah, guys, I'm hearing Netflix actually, man.
Bring a counter bid to also buy Warner Brothers. Now, details on whatever this bid would be were not really provided by Puck. It doesn't really clarify whether it be like Paramount, they're going to try to buy the whole damn thing, or if they're going to just offer to buy, you know, let the company split in half and then just buy the Warner Brothers Studios and HBO Max sort of thing. Didn't really specify.
No.
But here's the interesting thing. Once that news came out via Puck, other reports started to surface that Comcast, NBC Universal, may want to be getting into this too. You guys might remember that when Disney...
Oh my God, bro. These people are trying to create a bidding war, bro. It's fine. It's fine. How far are we in? A minute and a half, and it all comes out. Bro, they was just at the Crawford Canelo fight, bro. Bruh, when the first Netflix news came out, look, you want to know what's so funny? He is talking about Paramount's trying to, they were the first ones, and then, you know, Netflix is just trying to counter bid. You don't know what the hell's going on, bro. Because, matter of fact, when it got brought up about the whole Netflix thing in the first place, they was doing that countering the fact that Paramount was the only ones that was already in there. And they said that Netflix was the most compelling buyer. So if Netflix is the most compelling, why aren't you leading with that? Oh my God, bro. This is crazy. But
he bought Fox. They were competing against NBC Universal. As a matter of fact, correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but like Disney was going to buy Fox, and I think the price tag was something around $45 billion. And oh, yeah, great, they're going to buy it. And then Universal came and said, wait a minute, we're going to make a bid. Yeah. And by the end of the day, Disney had to spend almost $30 billion more than what they were planning on spending because they had to outbid Comcast, NBC, Universal.
So you guys are trying to create a bidding war is what you're saying. Cool. All right. Cool. Hey, guys, you know, even though the Netflix thing actually came out at the same time that the Paramount stuff came out, it's Paramount that's really the one that was bidding first, right? And Netflix, you know. And after the Netflix news came out, then it came out that Universal. Who the hell been talking about Universal, bro? All the analysts been saying Netflix is the most compelling, bro. They are going to fight this thing tooth and nail the entire time. They're going down with the ship. You kind of got to respect it, right? Like, on a certain level, you kind of have to respect it. I ain't even going to front. Like, they're not going to say that they were fucking wrong about any of these things, bro. Right? Oh, my God. I hope they bring up some kind of DC angle, too. I hope they do. Let's get back to it.
Which might have been NBC Universal's plan all along, to make Disney spend an extra $30 billion. Anyway, so now it sounds like they might be getting into it as well. And Rob, we might be seeing now David Zaslav getting maybe what it exactly was he wanted, which was a bidding war for Warner Brothers and to make his shareholders a buttload of money. Whether that's the case or not, I mean, who knows? But it does bring up...
No, I think you guys are doing that along with him. I think you guys are doing that. I think you guys are doing that, bro. Whoo, man. Crazy. Bruh, they literally got called the most compelling buyer out of them all, and these people refuse to even talk about it.
Something that we touched on when we talked about the Paramount potential takeover of Warner Brothers, which is, all other things being equal, Rob, I don't think you or I want to see anybody buy Warner Brothers. I think, especially with the this unprecedented win streak they're on.
What? Bro, they was just trying to get rid of Pam Abdi and Mike DeLuca, bro. They was just trying to get rid of these people. And now it's an unprecedented win streak. Unprecedented, bro. Giancarlo Esposito was just talking about how this is one of the worst summers since 1981. What are you talking? Bro, this company has been in shambles for years, bro. And you use the winnings of Mike DeLuca and Pam Abdi to prop up. Oh my God. They're probably not going to lose their job, bro, if we're just going to keep it a buck. They're not the ones that are the problem, bro. No, Superman, dog. Bro, they announced a sequel and nobody cared, bro. Yo, the delusion, bro, is at an all-time high, dog. This is what gaslighting and propaganda looks like. This is what this stuff looks like, yo.
Right now, with like just smashing the record of having 6 films open in a row to over $40 million. Never happened before. They extended that record to 7 films in a row. And now they might extend the record even more to 8 films in a row once one battle after another comes out. But, you know, so I think in general, we don't want to see Warner Brothers get sold off. But, you know, Rob, if it does get sold off, going to Paramount ain't the worst thing.
Oh, I'm sure Netflix is, though, right? But I have a question, right? I have a question. How long have we known that this company was going to get sold, bro? They've been talking about selling this company for years. They've been talking about selling this company for years. Mama Bear said, this is the same dude that compared the junk of the different Spider-Man in No Way Home. Right? The most compelling, bro. He said, what? Yo, I spit out my drink. Oh my God. He said, why did they act this way when Fox was sold? Bro, because they wanted all their toys in one toy box, bro. That's why. That's why, bro. He said R&B still hasn't apologized for lying. He ain't gonna apologize, bro. He said someone needs to explain to me why everyone is twerking for Paramount and Universal and etc., but not Netflix. Bro, it's crazy. He said since Zaslav was hired. Thank you, bro. We've been talking about this company. They've been talking about this company getting sold, right? All that. Let's get back to it, man.
I mean, it's clearly companies very passionate about films. They want to keep the theatrical experience.
Oh yeah. Passionate about films. And Netflix isn't. They care about the theatrical experience. Netflix doesn't. Even though Wake Up Dead Man is about to be in theaters or is already in theaters, one of the two. Frankenstein is going to be in theaters. The Chronicles of Narnia is going to be in IMAX. Right? Like, I mean, it's been all this shit happening, but Netflix just doesn't care. They don't care. Right? See, because what you're doing by saying this is you're implying the opposite for Netflix, right? You're saying that Paramount cares about these things and that they are going to, in fact, keep these things going for whatever reason, right? Even though Paramount, as Nar brought up last night, probably ain't, bro. You think that Paramount gonna buy Warner Brothers and keep them open and operating at the same pace? They're in debt, bruh. Universal's in debt. Like, bruh, Netflix is the biggest player in this entire thing. What are you guys talking about? Man.
It's clearly companies very passionate about films. They want to keep the theatrical experience. They want to extend the theatrical window. They have a lot of really good ideas. And Rob,
Paramount got a fucking streaming service too. What are you talking about? Any of y'all got Paramount Plus? I know I did when I was watching Halo. 100%. He says Skydance owns Paramount and they don't even have an Asian market. Right? Crazy. K-pop Demon Hunters also got a theatrical release. They think that they're gonna buy Warner Brothers and keep them operating at the same pace and output, like they just wouldn't get absorbed. We literally broke this down last night. Now I see why Nar wanted me to watch this video. Now I see, bro. Now I see. Because he was absolutely right. To act as if they don't have a streaming service and like you're gonna sit here and pretend like most of these people's jobs wouldn't just be redundant after mergers. That's what always happens. When has there ever been a merger of that magnitude, right? Of two companies that are literally competing and in the same business and same field, right? Netflix would be buying their way into this field, right? Meaning they don't really have, or they would have much less redundancies in terms of their employees. Am I making sense right now? Does everybody get what I'm saying? He said, I watched Army of the Dead in 2021 in a movie cinema in New Jersey. Netflix can make anything happen. Right? The New Geek says, it said that last night. The whole streaming service, the dog whistle, is BS. They all have one of those. He said, the salt is flowing on comic book movie social media. I bet it is, bro. I bet it is. I bet the tears are flowing beautifully, bro. I bet. They all backed the wrong horses, bro. He said, that's what it is. These morons know what's real and they're really just chilling for their friends and gun and company jobs, right? Yeah, man. He said, yep, we broke that down last night. They want in the theatrical game. 100%. This is crazy. This is crazy.
I've both been very impressed by some of the early moves they've been making since Skydance took over Paramount. Some really great moves.
Very much so.
Bro, they just bought them, bro. They're not fucking micros. Okay. Listen. I'm about to break down why he's being so dumb right now. All right. Typically in business, right? When you see a merger between like two companies or an acquisition of that nature, you typically don't see another one. Hold up. Wait a minute. The shit went through on August 7th? They announced it in July of last year. And it went through August. And they're going to turn around and buy, bro, what the This is so stupid, bro. This is so stupid, bro. He said, why did Pepsi buy Taco Bell? They've never been interested in fast food before. Bro, exactly, bro. Right? Why do you think they all sell Pepsi products, dog? I mean, you know, why do they care about food? Right? He said, "It's no, bro." He said, "What went through, bro? The actual merger with Paramount Global was completed on August 7th, a couple fucking weeks ago, not a month ago, bro. What are we talking about? They just bought them a month ago." And he talking about he liked the moves they've been seeing in a month? Oh, my God. Oh, my God. This is so egregious. This is so egregious, bro. This is so egregious, dog. Oh, my God. The merger was just complete last month. And he talking about, I like some of the moves I've seen from them. Bro, they legally can't even start doing nothing until it transfers over. Until it's complete. We just went through this with the WBD merger. Yeah, certain stuff was like, you know, they was kind of getting the ball rolling. But like, you... Bro, he's Sin Havoc saying that they can't merge again for at least 5 years. Bro, that's what dude, ain't it part of the deal as to like why we're waiting for WBD to get sold? Because they had to like wait some time period after the fucking merger was complete. What are we talking about? We talking about antitrust laws, antitrust suits up the wazoo. Nah, dog. Nah, man. This is not P, bro. This is not P. They not keeping it P. They not keeping it P. They not keeping it P. He said, and the Apex Lux said, and WB likes Jan's moves too. Hands up. Bro, you put their hand up on that hip, bro. These are the moves that's been coming from these clowns. Nah, this is crazy, bro. He said Netflix has by far the most viewership out of all streaming services, and they're doing limited theatrical releases too. Why do these guys not want WB to get sold? You want to know why? Because their homie's gonna get fired. The toy collector is out of here. Look at that look on R&B face right there. Breathe it in. It's fear. Right? Breathe it in, bro. Breathe it in. That's crazy. I can't believe that the shit was over a month ago. And they saying, look, like, y'all know I'm an Xbox guy, right? Microsoft was like purchasing companies and stuff, right? They bought at first, first they bought Bethesda, right? And everybody was like, oh my God, that's kind of crazy, right? They dropped all this bread on Bethesda, right? And then they turned around and after that was able to purchase Activision Blizzard, an even larger publisher in the game, right? And it was an even much bigger purchase that had to go through a lot more, hoops and all that stuff, and took a lot longer to complete, right? Paramount Skydance is not fucking Microsoft, bro. That's my point. Like, you can't just go around buying studios if you're a film studio like that, bro. That ain't the way that works, bro. None of these companies have enough money to just be making all these mergers and M&As, right? The shit just went, the sale just went through. Do you guys not understand that? If I would have known that the merger was just complete on August 7th, oh my God, I'd have dated this conversation a long ass time ago. What? I'd have been like, because this Paramount nonsense been going around for a while, right? I'd have been like, yo, that deal ain't even done yet, and y'all think that they're going to turn around and buy another legacy studio? With all these redundancies and keep them operational? What is wrong with you? Oh my God, bro. Why does it always take me so long to get through these short ass John Campia videos? Bro, how do you fit so much cap in 3 minutes and 40 seconds? How does that happen? Like per minute Campia might be, bruh, he might, I know some people that he might need to hit up, bro. Like, I can think of some people that could use some of this per capita cap. Per capita Campia. That's his new name, bro. Oh my goodness. Per minute Campia, bro. So they got bought. He said, I think that's why the dude from Puck News backtracked. Bro, he said, look, I put that Paramount thing after. He said the homie hit me up and was like, yo, Netflix is the biggest, bro. They are the biggest. And then he said the next day he saw David Zaslav with Ted Sarandos up at the Crawford Canelo fight. His acquisitions aren't mergers, bro. Right? No, man, this is crazy, bro. They acting like they just gonna buy them and everything gonna be the same. Paramount, because it's a legacy Hollywood place, and right? Cap.
John,
I like the idea. I got to say this, Rob, I mentioned this to you before. I really don't want to see Netflix get Warner
Oh
Brothers.
yeah, I know, bro. I know. Oh my God! Look at R&B's eyes. Look how big them eyes they got. Yo, they are. Oh my God! Dread it, run from it. Destiny still arrives, bro. Hold on, man. Let me find this, bro. I gotta do it, man. I gotta do this, bro. Nah, I gotta do this, bro. Right? I gotta do this, bro. I gotta do this, bro. I'm sorry, man.
Breathe it in. That's fear.
You were never a god. You were never even a man. Oh my God, bro. Look how big this dude's eyes got, bro. He said, oh my God. Netflix? Woo! I mean, bro, the sum of all fears, dog, is Netflix purchasing WBD. I did not realize that, bro. I did not realize that them buying this company. He said Austin got to put corn sweat. That's saying what's going on, W Necron, bro. That's crazy. I got men are brave, bro. You're not brave, dog. Bro, you think the thought of a company buying WBD would make me have my eyes that open, dog? Oh my God. Nah, the one thing that is the absolute worst case scenario is Netflix buying their way into the theatrical experience, right? That is the worst thing, because then Zack Snyder might fuck around and come back. My homie might get fired. You know, he might have to go back to writing toy collector books. You know what I'm saying? I might have to go back to making Star Trek documentaries, right? Axios 2 or whatever the accent are, bro. Oh, he says, since when the fuck has Netflix become Voldemort? Bro, they are they who shall not be named, bro. You can't say the name, dog. Bruh, I can't believe the look on this man's face, dog. Bro, that look on my face is reserved for like when real shit about to go down. You know what I mean? When it's like really something, right, that, you know, would have me shook, bro. It's crazy. But he's like he's seen a ghost, bro. He was looking, bro. Wasn't he calling us people that weren't cool? Right? Wasn't this man saying that, you know, the people that are the fans of his Supermans or people that like the fuck? This is his words, not mine. I didn't say that. For the record, these are not Skywalker's words. This was Robert Meyer Burnett's words. Didn't he say that? He said they ain't gonna be able to buy their bills without their shield checks, bro. That shit's all coming down, bro. Because look, here's the thing too. Netflix doesn't really like their usual tricks with like all this social media stuff and all the influencer games, right? It don't really affect Netflix like that, right? So that is actually a great point. They're not beholden to the same things. And if Netflix come in and they say, yo, look, man, we want to, and maybe put our marketing dollars towards like some different kind of creators and, having some influencers do some different things and doing, just other ways of marketing the movie, right? Like they did with Rebel Moon, having Zach go on, what was it, like Sunday Night Football or something, right? And all that stuff, right? I don't know. Maybe these checks might start drying up. Right? He said he talks like he don't get no cat anyway, bro. He said, right? He said, nah, R&B, nah. No, I'm gonna get it clear. R&B said that about the Superman 78 is for people that like to fuck. And all this Schneider stuff is for people that don't know, they're not cunning linguists. They don't know the pleasure of. I'm like, what the fuck are we talking about, bro? I thought we was talking about comic book movies, dog. How did this shit shift from comic book movies to that? Hey, I got y'all weirdos though, bro. Y'all weird, bro. He said it's like R&B woke up from a nightmare vision of the future, and the Flash is there telling him, he's like, no, am I too soon? Oh, I'm too soon. You have to find us. You were always right about it. Except this song is a warning. You were wrong. You were wrong. You can't back the toy collector. It's not going to be a good thing in the long run. Let's get back to this video, bro.
Don't.
I ain't even halfway through, bro.
Because Netflix is going to bastardize it.
Oh my God. Hold up. Netflix is going to bastardize it. Paramount can't keep the motherfuckers' doors open, but Netflix is going to bastardize it. Gotcha.
Netflix is going to turn it into an all streaming platform.
Bro. Bro, this is such a good idea. I mean, a good comment from earlier, bro. Why? Okay, when Pepsi bought Taco Bell, did they turn it into an all Pepsi fucking place, bro? Huh? Can you just go there and buy nothing but Pepsis? You say, yo, look, let me get a number 4 with sauce. And they be like, oh, all right, cool. And they bring you out a fucking bowl of Pepsi, bro. What are we talking about, dog? He said cunning linguist. Corny mother. Said Sky was all right. Hey, Sky been right for a long time, bro. Crazy. He said, I'm a weirdo and we don't claim him. He said, can we not sexualize Superman? Exactly. But it's cool. He said Netflix has the cash to make WB great again. Facts, bro. He said a bowl of Pepsi with a side of Pepsi and a large Pepsi. Yeah, bro. Because that is exactly what happened when Pepsi bought Taco Bell. They just was like, yo, we're just going to serve all Pepsis. Right? He said, it's technically Pepsi didn't buy Taco Bell. They were part of Yum Brands, which spun off from Pepsi. All right, bro. You get what I'm saying, dog. He said WB been bastardizing it since they brought in Josh Whedon. Wait a minute, but hold up. No. Because look, I'm glad that R&B is going along with this because I have a little nugget of information that I would like to play. It's a little blast from the past, right? Because while they're going to sit up here and cap and act like these fucking studio or that this studio has just been, you know, all roses and bubbles, right? Everything's been cool, right? Watch this.
Toby Emmerich, he doesn't want the Snyder Cut to succeed. He wishes it would just go away. I can't even imagine what it's like to get the Snyder Cut made if you're Toby Emmerich and watch this thing happening, because basically what the Snyder Cut is, it basically says everyone who worked at everyone at the highest levels of Warner Brothers that worked on Justice League at the time, the Justice League that was released, is a fucking idiot. Now, because they caused that all to happen. You know, they didn't want to push their release date. They fucked Zack Snyder at every turn, because after Man of Steel came out, everybody was Monday morning quarterbacking and everybody wanted to change this and change that. They're looking at the dailies and they're like, oh, well, I mean, this isn't the light and lively movie that we thought we were going to get, and blah, blah, blah. This is a studio thing. The studio really messed up. They really messed up. And they did it to somebody they had a long-standing relationship with, which was even worse. But anyway,
Christopher Nolan too, right? Oh, never mind.
It was all about money and compensation, and also Toby Emmerich wasn't about to step in and help out. He wants the Snyder Cut to disappoint. He wants to be able to say, see, we were right. We were right. Because if he doesn't, the Snyder Cut will always exist as a pox on his house, as a thing that says, we fucked up and you knew best and we didn't. And studio executives never like that, because usually when you make some kind of an epic failure like that, that's what everyone's scared of, is that you're gone. But if this comes out and everybody loves
like
it,
your Superman movie
flopping, darling, and by the way,
I'm sorry.
You know, assuming people, you know, really, really love this, who knows where it's going to go? Look what The Mandalorian led to.
Yep. Who knows indeed? Who knows indeed? He said PepsiCo acquired Taco Bell in 1978. Then PepsiCo later spun off its restaurant division in the separate company called Yum Brands. He said, so yeah, Sky was right about Pepsi. Things happen. For sure, bro. Yep. He said Yum owns Pizza Hut too, which also serves Pepsi products. But is it all Pepsi products? Do they just serve Pepsi at fucking Pizza Hut? But it's crazy, right? Because when executives fucked up and said, hey, we thought we knew better than what the fans wanted, when it was Toby Emmerich, you know, heads needed to roll, right? But now this Superman movie comes out, the shit flops, and no, it can't be sold and my friend loses his job? What?
But, you know, maybe I could be optimistic. Maybe Netflix buys into Warner Brothers and goes, okay, Warner Brothers will be our theatrical arm.
Oh, now we get there. After all this fucking fear mongering, everybody that has covered this thing have all said that they want to get in the theatrical like, it's literally been part of the conversation since day one. Since day one, they were saying Netflix is going to use Warner Brothers as their theatrical arm. And now these dunces come out here and be like, oh my God, right? Nah, they're going to turn this into an all-streamer. But maybe I can be optimistic. You know, I know it was in the thing that I read that also said they wanted to use this as its theatrical arm. But maybe I can be optimistic. I don't know. I don't know where this optimism might come from. Maybe it's just coming from inside of my belly. inside of my tummy, right? That's where the optimism comes from. It comes from my tummy, right? It clearly can't come from the same fucking article that I'm talking about right now, right? Can't be that. He said, you ain't getting no coke there, though. Exactly, bro. He said, why do you think Nolan left WBD? Is Syncope Inc. and Legendary Pictures left with Chris Nolan? Bro, not only just that, but they went and made a 3-hour movie about making a bomb that is probably one of the greatest films of all time, dog. The shit won Oscars, got RDJ a nomination. Wait, didn't he win? And now he's going off to make The Odyssey, which sold out a fucking year in advance. I'm sorry about that, guys. Yo, this is crazy, bro. This is crazy, bro. This is crazy, bro. He said, wait for it. He's going to continue to box himself in. He said, Scott, you don't understand. We're the mind. Nah, bro, it's crazy. Like when Toby Emmerich and them fuck up and they say, yo, we thought we knew what the audience wanted, right? And we go and we make this movie and we butcher Zach's vision and we put this movie out, right? And it doesn't do well. Then we bring in another company. They say, okay, we're really going to go away from Zach's vision. Or we're going to bring in the opposite style director, right? Make this shit a comedy with some questionable underlying tones, right? And it makes less than Man of Steel did, which came out 12 years prior. But nobody's supposed to get fired for that, though, right? Nah, it's cool. It's cool when it's them. He said, I'm going to make a movie about making a bomb. It's called The Making of James Gunn's Superman. Thanks, bro. Let's get back to this, man. We ain't even halfway through the video yet, bruh.
And maybe that's a way for Netflix to get more into the theatrical.
Oh, maybe. Maybe, you know, maybe. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Oh.
That's the optimistic side of me. The pessimistic side, Rob, is the fear that Netflix is going to get Warner Brothers and then it's all just going to be streaming. And
bro, they told you what they're doing, bro. Yo, I don't know if I can get through this video, bro. I'm gonna just keep it a buck, bro. My over here said, this is why it takes so long. I can't. Bro, they told you.
Crapify everything. So I'm really like, I would rather NBC Universal.
Hey, what?
Get it. I would rather, Rob, see Disney get Warner Bros.
Disney? He said, Sky, let's not forget that. Oh, and let's not forget about the fact that John Campion's wife This is allegedly, it has a marketing company that is connected to Universal, Paramount, Disney, Apple, and WBD. I'm not surprised, bro. I'm not surprised, bro. We got W Negron said, I've seen some narratives that even if Netflix buys WB, they're not restoring. It's not. I cannot wait for these people to unexplain themselves in the future, bro. It's fine. It's fine, man. Of course, yeah, integrity was right. And Nessa said, boom, there you have it. Yes, Nar, absolutely, bro. Absolutely, bro. Right? Here's the thing. Here's the thing, Nar. I just said it. I was like, bro, I see why you wanted me to watch. And you was like, yo, this guy is just acting. Right? He is literally acting like the article that he is quoting doesn't say the fact that they're using this to get in the theatrical spaces. He said, that's not allegedly, bro. I'm just saying, dog. Wait, all right. Hey, you got to send me that then. I need that. You know what I'm saying? He said, that's not allegedly. I'm just saying, hey, because you know how this internet be, bro. Facts. Disney. I can't believe this, bro. I can't believe this, bro. Disney, dog.
And then it's all just going to be streaming and crapify everything. So I'm really like, I would rather NBC Universal get it. I would rather, Rob, see Disney get Warner Brothers than see Netflix, unless Steve Sarandos came out and said, okay, we're buying, we're going to put in a bid for Warner Brothers.
Bro.
Ted Sarandos, sorry. We're putting in a bid for Warner Brothers. Our plan is to get it and make that our theatrical arm.
Why wouldn't that be the plan, dipshit? I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. He said, of course, they are using this as a gateway in the theater. Why would they do that, bro? That makes no sense, dog. Nar says he never speaks like it's an opinion. It always sounds like he's trying to convince certain people what they should or shouldn't do. Exactly. It's like he's up here caping for his homie. Because they know what's going to happen if this goes to Netflix, bro. The toy collector is out of here, bro. They know. The toy collector is out of here, bro. He said, I'm trying to be nice, like this dude would even still be there. He said, Disney has killed off every big IP they have in recent years, and that's who he wants to get DC and Harry Potter crazy. They sitting there talking about, oh my God, the comic book movies are dead. Marvel ain't what it used to be. Oh my God, they're having to use nostalgia. Blah, 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 blah. Oh my God, Star Wars is in the crapper, bro. Viewership down. Google searches down. Interest down. Merchandise sales plummeted. Oh my goodness, this is crazy, bro. This is crazy.
If they say that, which I doubt, but if they did,
which I doubt, even though it's in the article that I'm talking about, bro, this is crazy. He said Hogwarts and Tolkien are looking for new suitors already, bro. They won't eat. Yo, I was just talking about that the other day with some Harry Potter fans, right? Because we were talking about Snape, and I was like, bro, why are they making Snape black, right? And this chick goes, yo, they should really just make the play a movie, because the play is like what happens afterwards, and it's with the same characters and all that, right? So they can just bring everybody back. But then she was like, yo, but they don't want to come back because of J.K. Rowling. And I was like, what? That's why we can't get a new Harry Potter movie, is because of J.K. Rowling? What? So now I got Black Snape? I'm like, bro, what's going on, dog? This is crazy, bro. He said J.K. Rowling made them kids, bro. Yo, bro, that's wild, bro. That's wild, dog. Mama Bear said, yeah, I can tell you all about Harry Potter. I bet. We might have to do a stream. 100%. Yo, man. Yo, I almost said something. I'm like, y'all owe J.K. Rowling everything, dog. Yo, I mean, maybe not some of the other actors like Alan Rickman and all that, because they already had careers, bro. But them kids? Nah, bro. Nah, you can't do that, bro. Nessa said, Harry Potter fan here, and I don't like that they cast Snape black. I don't either. It's like, yo, what are you guys doing? What are you doing? Right? But then that company can't get sold. Bruh, if they got a Harry Potter game that actually did very, 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 very well in terms of like sales and all that, and they can't even really market it and capitalize off it because this is wild, bro. But these are executive decisions. Right? This is crazy. Anyway, man. But this man wants WB to go to Disney, dog. This is wild, bro.
I'd be a little bit more open to the idea of Netflix getting them. Anyway, Rob, you heard about this. It sounds now like Netflix is going to get into the bids.
Oh, no. Rob's going to be taking it back.
Universal's going to get into the bids. There might be other players. I don't know who can afford it. But anyway, what's your takeaway from all this?
Nobody can afford it.
Well, I mean, I expected both Netflix and Comcast to jump in on into this because they, in a way, they're kind of obligated. But here's my fear, like you just stated.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think they're interested. They look at theatrical as a 20th century phenomenon, and it doesn't, in their minds, doesn't really benefit them because they would have to. A theatrical releasing of motion pictures is a whole different. And
bro, fucking Chronicles of Narnia is going to IMAX theaters, bro. It is a Netflix movie. A Netflix movie that is going to IMAX. Netflix does not own any IMAX theaters. So it would have to be through a partnership with the same theaters that this guy is saying that they're not interested in. This is delusional. He said, I forgot it was WBD that made Harry Potter's thing. Yeah, bro. He said, I got you for 3 minutes. Yeah. Bonesaw is ready. Bro, this is crazy, dog. This is wild. He said, keep talking shit about your new bosses. It's going to end up in an unemployment line. Facts, bro. On the unemployment line. He said, these boys scared for real. Shit is funny when you see it through it. Bro, no. they're telling you that they're scared. They're saying the words fear, bro. This is crazy. No, he said back then, he's saying that WBD made Harry Potter the Snape black, which they did, bro. I don't know what you're talking about. He said, you nerds should have listened. They feared the inevitable. Nah, they're using words like fear and right. I mean, I'm not making it up, right?
Phenomenon. I don't think they're like you just jump in on
all this.
Well, I mean, I expected both Netflix and Comcast to jump in on into this because they, in a way, they're kind of obligated. But here's my fear: like you just
fear, breathe it in, dog. Breathe it in. Breathe it in. Bruh, dread it, run from it. Destiny still arrives, or shall I say, I have. Woo!
I don't think Netflix is. I don't think they're interested. They look at theatrical as a 20th century phenomenon, and they're
they literally been trying to get into theaters for a while, bro. Ever since the Oscars been acting all funny and wouldn't let them, and it was like, yo, your movie can only qualify if it's in theaters. So then they had to start putting it in theaters for like a weekend. Then they started doing it for like 2 weekends. And now you're getting IMAX releases. K-pop Demon Hunters was just in theaters, bro. Right? He said World War III could start tomorrow, but my biggest fear is Netflix getting DC, dog. Bro, if you saw that man's eyes, dog. Oh my goodness. Let's get back to this because I have to make it through this video, man. I have to.
It doesn't, in their minds, doesn't really benefit them because they would have to. A theatrical releasing of motion pictures is a whole different end of the business that they've never been enthusiastic for.
But they're putting a movie in IMAX. Why would they do that? Bro, oh my God, bro. These people are so bro. He said, you nerds should have read the full article. That's crazy. This is crazy, bro. They put... Hold on. Once again, let me just show this once again because I feel like I have to bring this up, right? Every once in a while, just to kind of show you guys again, right? That I'm not making this up. Okay? Let me bring one of these big articles and links that y'all love saying bring, right? Cool. Greta Gerwig's Narnia adaptation for Netflix gets IMAX release. This is from January of this year. See, here's the thing. They just take these bits of information and they don't put it with anything else. Right? Why is this happening if they're not enthusiastical about, or enthused, whatever fucking word he used? If they're not enthused about theaters, why are they doing this? Does that make any sense to anybody? Please. Let me go ahead and play all this drop and since y'all hit 50 likes.
You still owe the Great One 50,000 more worlds. He will hear your plea when you pay your debt.
Right. So before I go back to this video, okay, Chronicles of Narnia, a Netflix movie, is going to IMAX. Okay, IMAX announced that it's a partnership through them. So Netflix is linking up with IMAX straight up. Now let's go back to the clown show. This is crazy. This is crazy, bro. I can't believe this is the conversation.
But I think if Netflix were to buy Warner Brothers, it could kill theatrical completely.
Oh my God.
Because if Warner Brothers pulled out of releasing movies theatrically, how do the other studios, I mean, what do you have left? Paramount and Amazon have committed to theatrical. But maybe, you know, Disney still makes a ton of money, but and then you've got Lionsgate and A24 and a lot of other small.
Bro, WBD would just be then making money from theaters as well. What the fuck is these guys talking about, bro? Right? I should change the name of this stream to fear mongering, bro. I should change the name of this stream to fear mongering, bro. This is crazy. This is crazy, bro.
But can 3 major studios and maybe 20th Century Fox will throw, or 20th Century Studios will throw in, but how do you support a theatrical industry that needs movies 24/7, 365 days a year? How do you do that? And if you lose a major, I mean, Warner Brothers would be a huge blow.
Bruh, if Paramount bought them, you think Paramount is going to keep releasing movies at the same rate? Mama Bear said it will be total chaos. Cats will live with dogs, and they'll actually get along, right? That's what's wild. Like Paramount just gonna be able to buy them and just be able to keep up the same rate of release for movies. This is total fucking horseshit, bro.
It's a theatrical.
I'm sorry.
And I don't want to see that happen. And
I'm gonna
the
do
thing about
better.
Netflix is, you know, John, it's like even when they were making movies for the drive-in in, say, the 60s and 70s, there is a philosophy behind filmmaking that happens when you know your movie is going to be projected on a giant screen.
Yeah, 100%.
You know,
oh, so now they don't know how to make movies. They can't make movies on the big screen. When I watch Zack Snyder, bro, I'm about to cut this fucking video, bro. Okay, look, I'm gonna ask for a spoiler. Is there any like other point that they're gonna get to that I should see in the rest of this video? Because if it's gonna be the same bullshit, I can't keep doing this. I can't. This is crazy. This is wild, bro. I can't believe I can't do this, bro. I can't do this, bro. This is crazy. Send Havoc saying finish the video. Damn, bro. Really? This is wild, man. He said roll the tape, man. I can't do this. I can't do these fucking people, bro. He said, yes, I second Send Havoc. Finish the video. Okay, I'll finish it, bro. Okay. This is wild, man. Bro, they got Martin Scorsese wrote making movies on their platform, and this motherfucker just said they don't know how to make movies that's gonna be projected on the big screen. What are you talking about? Martin Scorsese? Really? Bro, now my eyes that got as big as Robert Meyer Burnett, bro. I cannot believe he just said that. The motherfucker that made The Departed, bro. Bro, yeah. Great point, Mama Bear. Glass Onion. Y'all love Rian Johnson movies, right? Everybody loved fucking episode 8, that abomination of a movie, right? He over on Netflix. The Russo brothers is on Netflix, ain't they? Bro, but they can't make movies for the big screen? Really? Really, bro? The Russo, bro. Wait a minute. Hey, I ain't even like super big on the Russo brothers like that, but they have made like 2 of the biggest movies of all time. Correct? Correct? Their names are on those movies. Right? Ben Affleck's on Netflix, bro. This is crazy. This guy just said they don't know how to make movies for the big screen. I watched Rebel Moon in theaters, bro. This is wild. This is wild.
When you know that you're going to be theatrical, or you know you're going to be in the drive-in, the way movies are shot, the way movies are lit, everything.
No, he didn't. Yo. Now they don't know how to light the motherfucker. Yo. He said they can't light the movies properly, bro. He said, bruh, all those filmmakers, you know, when they making a Netflix movie, bro, for some fucking reason, they just like don't know how to light the movies, bro. They don't know what the gaffers do, bro. They don't know what the best boy is, right? Like all these things, they just, bro, it's like they just can't, bro. They can't. Right? They don't know what they're doing, bro. The Russo brothers don't know how to light a movie properly, right? When I was watching Extraction, bro, that's actually the thing that I was thinking about most. I was like, damn, this movie is really lit in a way where it's most optimized for your phone, right? Like they shot that movie to be viewed on a phone, right? They don't know how to make movies, bro. Bruh, David Fincher, right? When he made Mindhunter, bro, I was looking at that shit and I was like, man, the lighting, bro, it's like, yo, if this was on like a movie screen, right? Like it would, man, I would just be seeing all the little ways in which, you know, the movie magic would disappear, right? That's exactly what I was thinking, right? That's exactly what I was thinking, right? Because, you know, yeah, bro, I definitely didn't see Rebel Moon on a big screen, right? I definitely didn't see that happen, right? I'm actually sure too, right? That when Greta Gerwig makes her Chronicles of Narnia movie, it's gonna be lit in a way where it's meant to be watched on your phone, right? Because it's a Netflix movie. So obviously when they're making it, they just forget how to do that kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like the lighting department, bro, the CGI, they can't, bro. Like, I mean, look, this is like real insider information, people. Like, this is real inside baseball right now, right? 100%.
Thing about the philosophy behind making films changes.
The philosophy.
Part of the reason that a lot of Netflix movies are the way they are is because it's known, especially in post-production, that these are just going to stream. So even the way movies are lit are done, it's done differently.
Yeah, I'm sure Extraction and all of them, bro. All of them, bro. All of them. They were made to be viewed on a phone, bro. When you put that thing up on the big screen, the magic just disappears, bro. Like, I was watching Rebel Moon, dog, and it's like, yo, everybody was just, bro, what do you mean? We could see the wires and shit, dog. You know? You could see the wires, bro. Like, that's just, you know? This is fucking insane, bro. This is insane, dog. This is insane, right? But on the flip side, when something that was on the big screen that makes it through, like Superman's wacky fucking foot, made it from the trailer all the way to the big screen, nah. See, that's cinema. He said, just trying to sound legit. He said, the philosophy, he said, just trying to sound legit in his opinion. Sound crazy, though. Wow, bro. Wow, bro. But some wacky shit like Superman's foot, right? He said, or his bright ass face when he was fighting, right? Oh my goodness. The fisheye lens, all that, bro. Crazy.
And philosophically, if we're just going to get a bunch of, I mean, the whole, look, I understand they want the whole Warner library, but I mean, I don't want to see DC Universe movies made for streaming.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Did I just hear that correctly? Hold on.
I mean, I don't want to see DC Universe movies made for streaming only.
Didn't I could have swore bro. Oh my God, bro. Should I pull up that tape of James? You know what? Never mind. I ain't even gonna do it. I ain't even gonna pull up that tape of James Gunn saying what the fuck he said. Right? I ain't even gonna do it. I ain't even gonna do it. Right? Yeah. I gotta get through this video, man. This is insane. I see Mama Bear. I have to pull that up afterwards. I gotta get through this video, yo. I gotta, bro. This is insane, bro.
I want the philosophy, even the philosophy, HBO's TV.
How many times he didn't say the word philosophy, bro?
series look different than anyone else's because of their philosophy of how they're made.
Bruh, how many times this motherfucker gonna say philosophy, bro? If he say philosophy one more time, I'm stopping the video. I'm not joking. I'm not joking. For those of y'all that watch my fucking bro, if he says philosophy one more time, I'm cutting the stream off. Do you guys understand what I'm saying? If the word philosophy comes out of Robert Meyer Burnett's mouth one more time, I'm ending the stream. On God, I am, bro. I'm not about to sit up here and listen to this horse shit. I already don't want to make it through the video anyway. He said, Mama Bear said no, and not this stream. I'm telling you, yo, no, it's happening. For those of y'all that watch when I was watching the Video Game Awards, and I know if he says philosophy one more time, I'm cutting the stream off. Y'all have no. I'm not joking. I'm not playing. I have not seen this video. He's saying power through. Bruh, I done already said what I said, kind of. Bruh, look, I'm going to keep it a buck. It's going to take a super chat, dog. If he says philosophy one more time, I'm fucking ending the stream. On everything. On everything, bro. Y'all don't understand. No. I can't, bro. Look, I'm going to rewind it. You know what? I ain't going to do that because it was like way far back, too. He didn't say philosophy like 6 times, bro. I'm dead serious. I don't want to listen to this. I'm just I'm being honest with you guys. I don't want to listen to this shit. Y'all know I don't like streaming about stuff that I don't want to talk about, bro. Y'all have no idea, bro. Oh my God. He said paying you in a super chat the power there. Oh my God, bro. Back then and saved y'all, bro. Back then and saved y'all, bro. I'm so serious. I don't want to watch this shit. Like, I'm just being so honest, bro. Hold up. You know what? Oh my God. Let me give you a drop, bro. I don't want to watch this shit, bro. This is so crazy. Hold up. I'm going to play a special drop for this one. Oh, you know what? I can't even do that because it fucked with the stream the last time. You know what? I ain't gonna do that. Here y'all go.
Good evening. We, the unwilling, led by the unknowing, are doing the impossible for the ungrateful. We have done so much for so long with so little. We are now qualified to do anything with nothing.
And then we got Alan Belk with another $2. We appreciate that too, Alan Belk. Let me go ahead and hit you with this drop, bro. You know what I mean?
You hear that, Mr. Anderson? That is the sound of inevitability.
Man, crazy, bro. Y'all have no idea. I haven't felt this way since I was watching the Game Awards, bro. And this dumbass game kept winning all these things. And I said, I was like, bro, if it wins Game of the Year, I'm cutting the stream off. And I was on the stream with Leon. And I cut that shit off because it won. I'm like, bro, I ain't about to do that, bro. And but I will power through because y'all did what y'all supposed to do. But look, man.
I want the philosophy, even the philosophy, HBO's TV series look different than anyone else's because of their philosophy of how they're made, how they're lit, how many nits that they're going to be when you have. That's why sometimes when you watch like The Long Night, people are like, I can't see it. It's too dark. Well, things are changing. And I don't think.
This guy really just said they don't know what the level of nits needed, bro. So it couldn't have just been a stylistic choice. Couldn't have been. Right? First of all, he said post-production, but the lighting happens on set. Bruh, okay. You know what? This fool said they don't. He said these things happen in post-production because of the fact that it's going on streaming and it's going on TVs. Then he said that it's not properly being lit even on set, right? So it's not post-production. He said there are a couple of nitwits, bro. Oh my god, bro.
I think Netflix would be good for the business if they bought Warner Brothers.
It's not good for the business.
Can you imagine if Sinners had gone straight to streaming?
No.
Can you imagine how terrible? Can you imagine if Weapons had gone straight to streaming?
Can you imagine if you two were honest about the fucking article that you're talking about that clearly said that they want this to be their theatrical arm? He said you have so many receipts on both of these clowns just for this video alone. That's what I'm saying, bro. He said, I'm doing the Pain Olympics today. I don't want to finish this, bro. He said, where is that? And then we got W Mirror with the $5 super chat saying, where is that clown insider that claimed to be an insider that made DVD menus y'all argued with 2 months ago? Right? He said he was an insider, bro, that was making the DVD menu options, dog. You know what I mean? He was saying that what we was asking for just couldn't happen, right? And we was better off, you know, trying to get the air cut, bro. From James Gunn, dog.
Real quick, I want to ask you not about the legalities or like the probabilities or anything like that, but can you just speak to the resolve of your fan base that now that we're trying to get this thing sold to a third party?
The fan base has consistently been amazing and consistently, look, regardless of what I think, the fan base has their own ideas and they seem to win.
All right, and we got Necron saying Campia slapped that air talk. He did, bro. Hold up, do I still got that one?
I would just release the air cut.
Yeah, well, he doesn't want the air cut to be released, so there's that. All
right. Yeah. That's the studio that needs to stick around in its current form.
And, you know, I'm glad you brought up like Amazon and stuff like that, because Amazon, you and I were both really impressed with Amazon's presence.
Oh, so Amazon can't even, right? So Amazon bought their way in, right? Amazon, bro. Okay. So Amazon can buy their way in, and it's cool, right? But Netflix buying their way in, nah. Can't happen.
Stuff like that, because Amazon, you and I were both really impressed with Amazon's presentation at CinemaCon. I mean, they have a rich, robust theatrical lineup coming out. They are clearly committed to theatrical. Apple is becoming more and more committed to theatrical. I would even be okay with Amazon or Apple getting it.
So everybody but Netflix. Wait, so Apple can buy their way in and it's cool, bro. Right? Oh my God. Hold on. We ain't even gonna look at this from the standpoint of like, oh, well, maybe Netflix sees what Apple and Amazon are doing, and they want a piece of that pie too. And it would actually make them have the biggest piece of the pie out of all the streaming services. Right? Because Apple's doing these like little deals here and there. They don't own no big fucking studio. Right? I think Amazon bought, what was it, MGM? Right? But they're not Warner Brothers. He said anyone and everyone except Netflix. Harrison said clown show today. Gotta laugh. Amazon can't buy WB because they bought MGM. Exactly. They want the companies that already bought other companies to go buy another company instead of letting the one that hasn't bought one yet buy one. It's crazy, bro.
It's literally the only player in this game. And I'm a Netflix fan. Don't get me wrong.
Just like you're a Zack Snyder fan too, right? But you fucking champion everything that goes against what would actually lead him to make another DC movie, right? Right? You go against his fan base at every single turn, right? But you're a Zack Snyder fan too. It's the same shit, bro.
Yeah,
I love
know.
watching
Me
the
too.
shows on Netflix. I do, but
I love
they are
watching shows.
absolutely dead last.
Yeah.
As far as who I would want to see eventually.
Translate to, I'm gonna shit my pants if this becomes a reality. My bad. He said, Sky, play the clip. What clip, bro? The flip-flopping? Bro, I don't know, man. Oh, I got you, bro. Hold up.
You see this all the time at the level of a top producer who, between them or separately, will make flop after flop after flop after flop. I'm not going to name them, but I know who they are. And they're not all American either. And they still get paid huge sums of money for being in films that nobody wants to see. And producers make pictures out of which they take enormous sums of money. And the films, again, are not films people want to see. They're always going to blame somebody else. Always. Not their fault. No, you were the one who said, or whatever. And there's a word for that. It's called upward failure. You see it all the time.
Crazy, bro. Crazy, bro. This is wild.
Actually pick up Warner Brothers, if anybody picks them up. So,
guys, we want to thank the sponsor.
They're getting
of today's
bought, bro.
episode, Prize Picks. Look, you and I make this
Gambling, dog. Gambling, bro. Not surprised. Why do all? Never mind.
your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. It's good to be right.
Anyway, guys, question is for you. What do you think about this? There are reports out there right now coming from fairly reliable sources that Netflix and probably Comcast are also going to be getting in and making bids for Warner Brothers.
And probably all right.
Compete against Paramount for it. Who do you want to see come out of it? Do you think they ultimately will get sold? Whatever you guys make of this, jump down to the comment section below and let us know your thoughts.
Hey, guys, thanks so much for...
Yo. Yeah, I ain't even about to do that, bro. Oh my God, I was about to go leave a comment, dog. I was going Hey, look, and he didn't even say philosophy again, so y'all would have been in the clear, right? For sure. He said Sky is as if it's having another meeting with Tan Sarandos this week, according to Puck. Hey, we gonna see, bro. Very interesting indeed. He said if Gunn wanted it to go to Netflix, what would they be saying? Bro, if it was a hashtag saying sell the DCU to Netflix, bro, he'd be all over it, bro. He said John crapping my pants Campia and the Vice Royal Paranoia. Oh my god, bro. He said, oh well, I wasted my super chat. Hey, y'all didn't waste it because oh wait, you know what? I don't know. Well, look, it all goes back to the community in the long run, bro. For sure. But anyway, look, y'all let me know what's up, man. Hold on, let me see. All right. After this, we about to start getting out of here because I gotta go, man. I can't keep this. I don't know. I always get so like annoyed with life after I watch one of them streams, yo. Right?
Chicken Little! What is it? What's going on? The sky is falling! The sky is falling! The sky is falling? Are you crazy?
Oh my goodness, bro. Look, y'all put y'all last questions and comments down in the bottom, yo. Oh my goodness. He said it wasn't wasted. It gave Sky the fortitude to persevere. Yo, it did, bro. Cause it was y'all was in for it, bro. That's what I'm saying, yo, man. This shit's crazy, man. I want to thank y'all for being here, though, and powering through it with me. You know what I'm saying? I really do appreciate that. And I thank you guys for pulling up. We about to have a great couple weeks and months into the future. I can already see it happening. You see, they are in shambles, bro. They over here. This is the sum of all fears, bro. This is the sum of all fears. It said Adam West is in that movie. Yep. Senator said Universal with $102 billion in debt still. Nah, but they about to go out and go purchase a Warner Brothers. And then they'd be able to keep it running at its current pace, right? He said, what's your thoughts, Sky? My thoughts on these clowns, bro, dude. I'm over it, bro. I'm over it, bro. If they can keep, trying to run from reality, man, all they want to, bro. It doesn't matter. It's just gonna make them look dumber. It's gonna make them look dumber in the end, right? Just like that clip I played from Rob earlier. Like, it was cool when what's his name, when Toby Emmerich and them was fucking up, and when they thought that they knew what the fan base wanted, but it turns out that they didn't, and this thing comes out and it does gangbusters and it reinvigorates DC, and then this next regime can come in, they hire your homie. Right? Oh my God. Christopher Nolan just got promoted or elected president of the Directors Guild of America. Yo, that's the guy that Zaslav and them ran off. And they saying it don't need no change. You know what? I'm actually glad. You know what? I'm glad that I stayed alive till that. Because honestly, I think he did throw another philosophy in there. It was just like right after, because I rewinded the video. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God. We got Bad Dan with the $2 super chat saying the Netflix WB deal better be finalized next week. Look, I'm gonna say this, bro. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Right? Like, if I ain't tripping, bro. If I ain't tripping, then y'all better relax, bro. I'm gonna just keep it a buck, dog. Y'all have no idea, bro. Right? Because y'all wasn't, bro. Y'all didn't even really know, bro. Some of y'all didn't even know, bro. How long I've been saying that they was gonna buy them, bro? That they could. It's crazy. Let me play your drop though, bro. Wait, do I still have that one?
Twitter, and I saw, man, the Zack Snyder fans are weirdos. I'm just.
Do you think James Gunn can reboot the DC universe properly?
Does this answer your question?
Oh my gosh. James Gunn, James Gunn, James Gunn, James Gunn, James Gunn, James Gunn, James Gunn. Woo!
Right? Yeah, bro. He said, you're more patient than I am. Nah, it's business, bro. It's business, dog. This is the part of the business. 100%, bro. Like, y'all don't even know, like, you know, look, it was just like I was about to say before, right? With the whole Paramount Skydance thing. They announced that in July. And then they have to go through all these regulatory hoops until the deal becomes complete, right? Y'all think that they started negotiating in July of last year? No, these things have been going through, right? We know that they was just at the fight together. It's being reported now that they got another meeting coming up, yo. Man, look, we chilling, bro. We chilling because we ain't got nothing. Yo, what is there to be impatient for? You know what I mean? Life's great. Right? We asked them, hey, can y'all go get this stuff for us? They say, yo, we want it. Right? Like, they've been answering all of our questions this whole time. So I ain't about to put no more pressure on them because we know what's up. Right? We know what's up, bro. I ain't even about to. It ain't even about to go down, bro. But look, I'm about to get on out of here, though, because I got to slide, man. And I already stayed much longer than I wanted to listening to all this horse shit. And I feel like I need to go cleanse myself. So we're going to catch y'all next time. You have a good one. Peace.